and Bitcoin update. So there's a new news. Firstly, let me check whether my streaming is working. New news. Firstly, let me check whether my streaming is working. Seems like it is working. So I'm new to this. Okay, so the first big news, Bitcoin breaks above $10,000 in the spot market, and after Bitcoin was at a high point in last summer during June or July, Bitcoin was experiencing a little bit bear market, and from last year December, Bitcoin is trying to break out again, and it seems like Bitcoin is going up again. And I am going to show you the current Bitcoin price and what's happening in the crypto market. So I like the analysis of Omkar Godbole on Coindesk. So as you can see, this article specifically it shows on-chain investor activity. So he's basically showing that yes. So this is what I was talking about. If you look closely, this is June 2019. That's last summer when there was a trend reversal. So it's showing like how Bitcoin's price is going up. As you can see, the price is going down, experiencing a short bear market, and then now around this time, January 2020, this year, we're experiencing a price hike for Bitcoin. So this is also influencing the altcoin values also. One interesting aspect is altcoin, meaning the other cryptocurrencies. So as you can see, this is the website that I use, CoinMarketCap, which has a long list of all the prominent Bitcoins, and I would suggest for newcomers to focus on the top 20 coins, especially Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, then you have Litecoin, and Binance Coin, which is the Binance exchange that I use to currency, and then Tron, and I'm right now using Brave browser, and Brave browser is a revolutionary browser which has its own token called Basic Attention Token. And as you can see, I am just by using my browser, I continue to earn my Basic Attention Token. I have right now from February I have earned 7.4 BAT, which is 1.9 US dollar. So it's a relatively new cryptocurrency, and I also like some other cryptocurrencies like IOTA. Okay, so ultimately now we'll focus on, as you can see, the last 7-day price graph. We can see that all cryptocurrencies experiencing a rise in the price in the last 7 days. So basically what it means that if you would have bought Bitcoin or cryptocurrency early in January or in December, you would have made quite a bit of profit now. However, the question is, every time we see the price rise, investors, as an investor, you don't want to be too late, because if you are late in the so this is right now, let's say a hype is happening and everybody gets into the boat, and then the experienced traders, they will dump their money, they will dump their coins, and the price will drop drastically and you may lose money. That's why you should be a little careful if you're initial investors, if you're new into investing. So I will go to um, this was this is the Bitcoin US dollar price. I'm right now looking at BTC USD. So this is the trading view chart that in my video I'll show a lot. So normally you need to have a pro account to use it. So as you can see, BTC USDT, I can find the pair of a pair Bitcoin and US dollar on any exchange I like. So let's say we use Binance. So Binance, you use US dollar tether. So it's basically like this. As you can see, I have lots of indicators here, so I can remove them. So this is a weekly chart, you can see here. Maybe let me show you, because this is my first video. I want to show you the price trends of Bitcoin over last 9 years. So Bitstamp is another exchange which has the longest Bitcoin price data. As you can see, they have price data since 2012 and up until now. So as you can see, Bitcoin came into existence in 2009, and then in 2011, one Bitcoin was literally $10, and now we're talking about $10,000. Isn't that mind-blowing? So, however, this is not the highest price Bitcoin ever experienced. So Bitcoin's highest price was December 2017. That was, you can see the highest price here was $19,666. So after that price rise, Bitcoin, we can think about the Bitcoin is experiencing a bear market. So what is a bear and bull market for the first time viewers? So as you can see, bull is like you are bullish, you are strong, and you are moving forward. So this is something you can think of as bullish. So you can see this is like bullish, it's going up, 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 up. And then what is bearish? You can see after it goes up and then it goes down, 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 down. So we call it bearish. Then again, you can see another. So this happened this summer, last summer, 2019. So it's going up, up, up. So basically, Bitcoin experienced a bull, and it reached a high point, almost $20,000. And for almost 2 years, Bitcoin actually experienced the bear market. So people who usually bought Bitcoin during this hype at the end of 2007, they actually lost money, because you cannot put a lot of money for 2 years and then you can just wait for another 3 or 4 years, because a lot of people around this time from 2018 up until last summer, they thought maybe Bitcoin is losing its value. However, people like me who are long-term investors who know Bitcoin since 2011, 2012, we know how Bitcoin works. We know why Bitcoin is valuable. Bitcoin is the first online distributed cryptocurrency that has no border, that can be used 24/7, 24 hours, that can be used any country literally. If you can find someone who is willing to take Bitcoin from you, and you can sell Bitcoin, or if you can have an agreement that you can exchange whatever you want to buy or sell with Bitcoin, you can use Bitcoin as a currency. However, Bitcoin, because of its rarity, because now it's so expensive, Bitcoin still is not getting its status of being a currency, and I don't believe that it will ever be treated as currency. And that's why all the other cryptocurrencies come into existence, and a lot of them are frankly scams. You should be very careful about it. But as I said, the first few cryptocurrencies, they are legitimate because they are basically startup projects. They have their own ideas. They are trying to solve some problems. Ethereum is for smart contract, as I showed earlier. The BAT is a browser token. Then you have Tron, which also is included with BitTorrent. Basically, if you want to share files online using the torrent file sharing protocol, then for that you have the BitTorrent coin. So there are a lot of interesting projects, interesting startup has been grown surrounding Bitcoin and creating tokens, and these tokens are being exchanged against Bitcoin, and they gain values as they can capture users, they can capture investors, they can capture traders. So coming back to what I was saying, Bitcoin has a cycle of bullish and bearish scenarios. So this is a bullish scenario and bearish scenario. There was another bullish scenario last summer, and now then after summer it experienced a short bearish scenario here, and now we can see that maybe we cannot still say for sure and is experiencing another bullish scenario here. I want to show you so this is 2020, February 2020. Back in 2019, so that was January 1st 2019, so almost 1 year 1 month ago. So this was a post, an idea basically that I posted. So I was saying that 2019 is likely to be an uptrending year for Bitcoin. So why I was showing it, I was showing here that okay, since the 2015 February up until 2016 and then 2017, so we are basically talking about this 2015 up until 2017. These 2 years was a bullish time, meaning like Bitcoin's price actually increased, and people made a lot of money around this time. Then as you can see, up until 2018, 2017, up until 2019, I showed you that Bitcoin was experiencing a bear. So my prediction was most likely 2019 is going to be an uptrending year. However, I was not completely accurate, as you can see, but I was still right. As you can see, 2019, that was an uptrending year for Bitcoin. And then the uptrend up until people was thinking that every time Bitcoin's price goes up, people become overly optimistic. So when Bitcoin's price reached almost $14,000, that was in 24th June 2009, people were saying that okay, maybe this is the time Bitcoin is going to even exceed the previous high. However, market doesn't work like that. When there are more people putting money in there, that means there's more supply, so automatically the price will go down, and sometimes a lot of institutional investors. So there's a lot of talk about how around this time, so 2016 to 2017, people like me, geeks, nerds, and people who are experienced and always look into new technology, new disruptive technologies, those kind of people were actually mainly Bitcoin traders. However, these are the times when institutional investors, like big institutions, big companies, or retail business, they try to is a very valuable asset and you can make a lot of money quickly, and it's not going away. So people, many times people have said that Bitcoin will vanish. As you can see, that was the first time Bitcoin reached in 2013. Bitcoin reached the $1,000 value. It's probably easier if I show you the logarithmic scale. So as you can see, this is how Bitcoin's price has changed over time. So 2012, as you can see, this was the first high, $6. That's when people realized, okay, Bitcoin is a new token. And then $10 high, then 147. Actually, these are logarithmic values. So this 10 basically means, I think, 1,000. So Bitcoin has seen a lot of highs and lows. As you can see, this is 2013, this is 2013, that is 2016. The highest high was 2017. So this was the last summer. And now the question is whether Bitcoin will gain again. So I was right. 2019 was relatively afternoon year, but it did not exceed the expectation, because you can let's go back to the regular one. So you can think that, okay, let's be pessimistic for now, and let's think this is the trend line here. So maybe Bitcoin will basically never go up. So it's just alluring us to buy, and then maybe it will just never go up and go over $20,000, which is not likely. I will explain why. Now let's say I want to draw curves. So let's say what I mean is that, okay, let's say we start buying Bitcoin here. Okay, Bitcoin is basically going to go down, ultimately go down to zero. A lot of people who are skeptical about Bitcoin, that's what they think. Like, this is like, there's no real thing behind Bitcoin. Who is going to buy Bitcoin? Bitcoin will never be a currency. There's so many criticism. Government will crack down. FBI will crack down. For example, in my country, Bangladesh, Bitcoin is banned. So this is what basically people who hate Bitcoin, this is what they say. But as we know, that's not how technology works. Bitcoin by nature, because nobody controls it, and there's a fixed supply. So you can go back to CoinMarketCap, you can go to the Bitcoin page, you can go to any cryptocurrency, and then you can see there's a fixed supply, maximum supply 21 million. And how much has been circulating right now? So already 18 million is up. That means we have only 3 million Bitcoin left. So we are still in a phase to accumulating Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin, because when 21 million Bitcoin already is circulating, there are no new Bitcoin, meaning like all the Bitcoins that can be generated is already out there. So, but Bitcoin has a mechanism of how these Bitcoins get created. It's not like that all the Bitcoins get created every day at the same rate. Okay, so every 4 years, the number of Bitcoin that will be created the next 4 years get determined. What I mean is, so let's look into Bitcoin's supply graph. So basically what I mean, so this is probably a good thing. So the first time Bitcoin money trying to look into Bitcoin money supply growth. Okay, so this is probably a good example. So Bitcoin started in 2009. As you can see, these bars, how Bitcoin supply is going down. So total Bitcoin is 21 million. So the first 2 years, as you can see, in 2011 already 50% Bitcoin has been generated. In 2012, 33% Bitcoin. Like there's only 33.3% new Bitcoin came into existence. So Bitcoin, think about it. In 2010, there was all the 21 million Bitcoin was there. Then in 2011, half of the Bitcoin got vanished and half left. Now 2012, almost 70% Bitcoin has been generated. Still 33% new Bitcoin is there. And we are here in 2019, 2020. So there's only 3.7%. That's what I'm saying. 21 million Bitcoin. There's only 3.7% Bitcoin that's left for us. Okay. Now, as you can see that over time, so the rate of that money supply is exponentially decreasing. So the total amount of Bitcoin, all the 21 million Bitcoin will be generated in 2100. But after 2030 or 2040, the rate will be so slow. There's not many new Bitcoins. Already some people already have accumulated all the Bitcoins. So that means because the supply is diminishing, and if more people want to take part in the Bitcoin economy or want to have Bitcoin, that means Bitcoin price will go up. And that's basically the reason. When there are more people interested, that's when the price goes up. And when people start losing interest, Bitcoin's price go down. Or legitimately people who have, let's say people who have bought Bitcoin here, they want to make profit. They just start selling. They start immense amount of selling, and Bitcoin's price just go down. Okay, coming back to here, now let's look into what's going to happen next. So there are some few basic analysis we can see, we can show. There's two main things that we can think about in any sort of trading. It can be stock trading. For example, I can quickly show maybe Tesla stock, because Tesla stock is performing very good. So you can see, oh my god, Tesla stock is rocketing. Oh, I thought to buy some ring here. That is massive. So if you would have bought Tesla stock back in even December, you would have made a lot of money. And a lot of people are actually now shorting, meaning like they're selling, they're waiting for this price to go down, because it looks like a hype. Nothing goes up exponentially like that. And then we have Beyond Meat. I am vegan. So as you can see, yes, Beyond Meat the stock was performing very good, and then it underperformed. Basically, you can think about this. Tesla is maybe around this region, and maybe it will be dumped like this. It will experience a bear market, and now it's going up again. Maybe this is the time. What was the price here? 200. Maybe this is the time to buy Beyond Meat stock here. So let's go back to Bitcoin. So BTC USD. Okay. So this is a weekly price. So basically, this is last 7 days price, then the 7 days before, then the 7 days before, and there's some quick thing that we can see here. Let's remove this. Delete this. So there's few things that you can think about. So we call it support. Or resistance. You see, I draw this horizontal line here. So this is what we say resistance, meaning like, okay, the price is gonna try to go up, but price is hitting a target. Then kind of like this line resists the price, so the price goes down. So it seems like that is right now 11,644 is I just bought some Bitcoin today, hoping that. But as you can see, on the other hand, it can also go down like this. Nobody knows. It depends on how market works. We live in a free market economy, right? So, or it can go down like this. So that is, you see this line, we can see this line is the support, meaning this can choose a different color. So it can go down and then maybe go up like this. So this line acts like a support, and this is a resistance. So the last high price, the last maximum price is called resistance, and the last minimum price is called support. But then we have more support. Let's say we have multiple support here. Let's say this that support gets broken down. Maybe if that support gets broken down, maybe the next price will be here. Maybe if this support gets broken down, Bitcoin price will come down to here. So what's that? That's $3,000. So basically everybody thinks that Bitcoin's price will never break this support, because as you can see, in 2018 it was coming down to almost 1,000, and people were very pessimistic that okay, this is probably the end of Bitcoin and this is probably gonna go down like this. But 3,000 is still $3,000 is the strongest support you can think about. Okay? And then 6,000 is a support, another support. You can probably draw another support here, a little bit conservative, $6,100. On the other hand, let's say we become very bullish, meaning like we think Bitcoin is going to go up. That means this is going to be our resistance. Let's say what I mean by that is, let's say we assume that Bitcoin's price is going to go up like this. So it's going up, it breaks this resistance, then it's going to hit like this. This is interesting. That's why when it's, look at here, another important thing, that when the price goes up, really quickly, because when you go up, you haven't seen those prices ever, right? Let's think about it. You're trying to hike a mountain, or you're going to trying to reach the top of the mountain. You have already, let's say you are at the middle of the mountain, right? You already have experienced from the bottom of the mountain up until the middle of the mountain. You have already seen all the rocks, all the curves, all the paths. So you have already experienced the mountain. But the top half of the mountain you haven't actually seen yet. You don't know whether there's dangers, or you don't know whether there's beauty. You can either die, or you can probably have the best experience of your life. So it's like a metaphor I'm using. So basically, when things start being good, it can get really good all on a sudden, because we have an experience. It's meaning like we can even think about, let's say it breaks this, let's say we become even more bullish. Let's say we start becoming even more bullish. So let's say we think that Bitcoin is starting to go up. So what we mean is that if Bitcoin can break, and company can break 18,000, then it's going to very quickly may reach 30,000, or it can be maybe very quickly reach 50,000, because we haven't experienced these prices. We haven't experienced these prices. So let's say we hit $50,000, right? $50,000. Maybe if we become even more bullish, God knows when that will happen. But so if I become even more bullish and I break this 30,000 and we reach 48,000. So we reach 50,000 because we don't have any past price point here. There is just no limit, you know. It all depends on free market, but most likely that's not going to happen because people will be buying here, they want to make money, and they will sell, people will dump, and government will try to crack down. So there are a lot of scenarios that can be happening, meaning like maybe after it reaches 30,000 it will go down here, meaning like if it reaches even $18,000 it may go down like this. Or but what I was trying to say is that when it comes down, when the bear market is normally slow, that's why it's really difficult to get into that boat, that hype boat, because the price goes up so fast. If you are not buying right at that moment and it's already up there and you buy then maybe it's gonna take 3-4 years for you to recoup that money, you know. Because think about it, it took only 2 months to go up like that, and then it took 2 years to go down like this. So that's why investment stock is difficult and people lose a lot of money here. I lost money, everybody loses money, but if you know it well, then you can make some good investment. But at the same time, for you to invest you need to have disposable money, meaning like the money that you don't care for next few years, and maybe not many people are as advantageous like that. But maybe sometimes, for example, I wanted to show this. So this guy was saying 3 indications you should sell your car now and buy Bitcoin. Yeah, even maybe you should. So maybe if you buy one Bitcoin now, it will reach 50,000. Who knows? $1 million. Nobody knows. At the same time, you're taking a risk. If you're not taking risk, you're not going to make money. So I wanted to show you. So this is like a macro view because we're looking at a weekly price here, right? And then we can also see like a daily price, how the daily price moves, right? Daily price, as you can see, it has been on 4th February is the day when the price kind of seen this recent hikes here. So it kind of broke. You can even draw like short time support resistance. For example, that's another concept that I want to say because it's very important. It's called a stop loss. Because let's say I bought Bitcoin here, I'm assuming that Bitcoin's price is going to go up like this, and so, but it may not be doing so, right? So you can use Coindesk for news articles, what's happening in the crypto space. There's other ways too. And you can see another thing that I wanted to show is that the cryptocurrencies, all the cryptocurrencies are correlated with Bitcoin. But interestingly, last summer they were not doing very well, even though Bitcoin's price was going up. We need to be careful. So that's called coinmarketcap.com. Then you can see the details here also, and some of their code, website, ranks, and this was the idea that I was saying, that I was thinking 2019 will be an uptrending year, and I showed the Bitcoin money supply. And this is another thing that I really like that TradingView has, which is a crypto screener. It shows okay, for example, if I do change, as you can see, I can search with Binance, only Binance exchange. filter with Binance. And we can see that how these coins are performing here, and you can do it. But these are for mainly people who do daily trading, meaning like they are trading all the time. That's their main job. But if you are not as savvy as that because you have other job like me, I also don't do that. But so we are sort of a swing trader. Swing trader meaning like maybe you are gonna buy once in every 2 months, once in a week, sort of scenario, and you will think about making money over the year. It's kind of like buying a house in a very good place, then you sell it after 10 years, sort of idea, real estate. So I will end it here for now, and I will talk more. Thank you.